I say this a lot. I always worry about the stars staying healthy on most teams, and that kind of goes to pass with the Minnesota Twins. But it's the secondary pieces to this team that are going to put them over the top, the Trevor Larnachs of the world, because you got to expect Carlos Correas and the Buxtons, if they keep him off his feet, are going to be right. The pitching staff looks good. Duran closing out games, so they have the weapons. They just need a couple key ingredients, some timely hitting. But I want to focus on him because when this guy, I hate to say, he's got to, every time he hears a skybox on him, he's got to hear about his health. So I want to eliminate that. Get into the tape real quick, because when he's right, arguably a top 5 player in the entire sport. We do the top 100 lists all the time, and he would be sitting in the top 10 if he could post. And Minnesota's doing everything in their power, pause this, to keep him healthy. They bring in Michael A. Taylor, play some Gold Glove center, and let's keep this man off his feet, because the power can't be denied. When he first broke in 2016, that wasn't necessarily the skill set for Byron. Defender, line drives, speed. He has become pure power. Bring up the first board. Take a look at this. Since 2021, 176 games, 52 bombs. 52 bombs for Byron Buxton. That's Aaron Judge type stuff. 5th in MLB over that span. Minimum 700 plate appearances for a slugging percentage of .564. So just one of the most dangerous hitters in the sport. Let's get into his homers recently, because this first one is crazy. Zach Greinke, run that back. Just run it back for me. Take everything and pause it. Take everything into consideration. 2 men on, 2 outs, 3-1, 2-0 count. Count leverage, count. I know Zach Greinke is not proud of his fastball anymore. So Byron Buxton is not going to be like, I am pot committed on a heater. But to take a curveball and to hit what appears to be a gapper to right center, and this thing go over a high wall 7 rows deep, come on, run this. You talk about fast twitch power. There's no movement. That looks like a bullet off that Securian sign, and that's a 3-run bomb. Look at him look back. He looks back at his team like, you can't believe that ball left. That's the kind of just power and fast twitch he's got. Give me a Nestor Cortez cutter trying to get inside, because you don't see him go oppo often. This is the play for him. You don't execute that pitch in off the plate, it doesn't come back. One of the quickest snatching balls on that inner half. There is no movement. We'll get into a side angle of his swing in a second. Watch this. 91 in-off sinker. Pulls his hands in right down the line. See you later. And there's not a pitch he can't handle. And when I saw that swing, you know, one of my favorite swings of all time is when Carlos Correa broke into the big leagues in Colorado, his rookie year. How do you pull? Once I see that, that's a perennial all-star for the next 10 years.
Why?
The ability to stay tall, Lauren. That pitch is a foot off in and just command that pitch. Keep your hands inside it. Keep it fair for power. There's not many guys in the game that can do that. He handles all pitches. Bring up the next board real quick. Slug splits. Okay. So there's nowhere really to go. Usually there's an outlier. Can you hit the heater? Can you not hit the off speed? And vice versa. You see right here, fastballs, when he first broke in the league, he wasn't catching up. Take a look at it. 638 and 554 slug. So there's really nowhere to go. And you've seen the evolution of him as a hitter and a player. Bring up the tri-screen. And that's why I say, when he first breaks into the league, wide open stance, hands kind of even with his ears. Looks like he wants to play almost a small man's game. I'm going to get out on my front side, and I'm going to push the ball the other way. Then he starts to make the athletic adjustment. And now, I mean, he's in a situation where he presets himself on his backside. You can run this to the side angle, and we'll get out. Pause. He's preset. What do I mean by that? You take the scale 50-50 if I'm just standing like this. If I stand like this, I'm 60-40, 70-30. Okay? I always felt as a hitter, You wanted to be some version, or learning this from Rudy Jaramillo down in Texas, you wanted to be some version of 60-40 on your backside, and then when you load, whether that's a leg kick, a toe tap, whatever that is, you get to almost 70-30 on the inside of your back leg, kind of into your hip. And then at point of contact, it should be 50-50, and then you're coming through. Well, he's preset himself back in 70-30. He's just sitting there already engaged. For me and for most hitters, that would kind of force me to come off it super quick. He almost eliminates this front leg. Run this. He just sits and spins. Run this back real quick and I'll get out. I want you, go all the way. No, all the way to the beginning. This is the, okay, pause it. This is the subtle stuff I want you to look at. You're seeing a lot of guys preset this back hip. Bobby Witt did it where he goes like this. When I watch him in WBC, watch him, it's subtle. That back hip right at the beginning, he'll go, right, watch it. Right there,
oh, right
bang. There it is. I'm set into that back hip and I can just almost uncoil on the baseball. This leg's gone, you can erase it. Run it. And everything's connected. Special player. I'd like to see him play some D, but I totally get it. Minnesota's an interesting team this year.
Yeah.